Hello, everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3 FM, WXOU, your home for Oakland Grizzlies sports. It is a beautiful October evening here at the Oakland soccer field for a men's college soccer matchup between our Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Louisville Cardinals. It's going to be a tough, out-of-conference matchup for the Oakland Grizzlies here. Harj, what can we expect from this game today?
Thank you, Gav. It's always good to be with you. It's going to be a really interesting game. You have the underdog Oakland, who has been playing exceptionally well in the Horizon League. They are 4-2. That experience by Coach Eric Pogue is paying dividends. When they got him back at that Michigan game, you knew a switch flipped, and they have been firing on all cylinders ever since. But they got to take on probably the toughest side they've had to face all year. The Louisville Cardinals, led by fifth-year head coach John Michael Hayden, are one of the best teams in the country. They are 52nd in the entire nation, but they were 13th at one point. So this is an interesting juxtaposition. You're essentially playing what was a ranked roster at a position where they are at a disadvantage because Louisville really hasn't played too well on the road, and hopefully Oakland can capitalize on that. Hopefully they can get them to make mistakes early and, succumb to the crowd noise that we have here at the Oakland soccer field.
Yes, and despite playing in ACC, a Power 5 division, known for their soccer, Louisville, as you said, has struggled on the road. And Oakland, who, yes, you said Louisville currently ranked 53rd. Oakland held with some very powerful teams so far this year. They made a little spark in the Big Ten, defeating Michigan, as you said, 2-1, and keeping a tie with, at the time, ranked around 15, Michigan State. So if they can compete with a team like MSU, and they play like they did in that game, they could have this Louisville game.
Well, this is what Oakland's head coach Eric Pogue has built this team to do. They're built to survive, and they are built to take on anybody. They've had their ups and downs, especially that Northern Kentucky game back in September, where you lose to the worst team in the Horizon League, 3-0. That's obviously a stain on the season. But you've seen them go up and down. You've seen them take on really good opponents, and now this is going to be a good test going forward in the Horizon League because their Horizon League schedule is backfilled with a lot of good teams. And I think a win here against a top-notch program would prove well for their hopes to win the Horizon League come the end of November.
Yes, absolutely. They're currently on a pretty good streak, too. The Grizzlies winning 3 of their last 4. So a win here would keep the momentum going, which could be huge for them. They won their last game in a beautiful 5-0 blowout of Wright State on Alumni Day this past Saturday. As for Louisville, they did also win their last game, defeating Boston College 1-0. So both teams coming off wins, both teams, having some confidence coming into this game. It's going to take a lot for Oakland to stop Louisville. They got some streaky strikers on that team. Damian Barker-Johnson, 6 goals on the season. Gage Guerra, 6 goals on the season as well. So it's going to take a lot from this Oakland defense to slow them down.
One thing that we've seen from Oakland is they've been able to develop young talent while also keeping, their veteran core intact. Donovan Phillip has merged really well with, Mikey Ketterman and Owen Smith, grad students, senior students. And that's kind of how you want to build your program. Freshmen coming in, playing with your first line, and then them taking the roles, them becoming captains for other freshmen on the first line. I mean, what is that if not good program building?
Mm-hmm. And also trust in Coach Eric Pogue to put a freshman such as Ketterman out there so quickly and see so much impact. It shows trust in not only the coach, but it shows confidence in the team to run with someone who's new to the program.
I think this is going to be a big night for the veterans. It's senior day. You've got to be able to play out for your, your vets, and hopefully they can come out with a huge W here.
Absolutely. Kickoff coming very soon here from the Oakland soccer field. Starting lineups for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies today will consist of goalie Finn Jurek, some defenders Micah Sonnenberg, Noah Roca, along with Jace Foster. And it's going to take a lot, as we said, from that defense to stop. And the formation, we had discussed Harj a little bit before. We had discussed the formations before for this game. Oakland sporting their typical I'm sorry, this is not the typical formation that we normally see out of Oakland. They are running a 3-4-3, switching things up. We're used to the 4-4-2.
It seems like they've been kind of adjusting it as the season's worn on, and they kind of gave us a little bit of threw us for a little bit of a loop. I thought Noah Roca and Jace Foster were coming back to play with the defenders, but it looks like they're going to be playing up with Carson Bala and Vila Ahola.
Yes,
so that's that 3-4-3.
This is going to be a very, very interesting formation. I have not seen something like this in a very long time. I don't think we've seen things like this from Oakland. As for Louisville, they're running their pretty typical 4 back and 3 mid. So 4-3-3. The 4-3-3 that they typically run. The 3 up top, the diamond in the middle. Very typical in a lot of soccer around the world. The diamond midfield can be very tough to stop when you have people that know what they're doing and know how to run it. So Oakland's going to have to start by breaking down. Sorry, not diamond. The triangle, I should say. The triangle. It's gonna be tough to break down a triangle midfield like that and then fight through their center backs as well. And we have kickoff here at the Oakland soccer field. The ball will drop all the way back to Oakland as they take the kickoff and they reset on their back line. Sent out wide. Oakland, Micah Sonnenberg sends that one through. All the way up top, it's going to be intercepted by Louisville. Sent right back. Deflected again by Sonnenberg all the way out wide to the far sideline. Sylvester will pick that one up. Sylvester up the sideline. That'll be out of bounds. Louisville will take the throw-in. The Cardinals immediately resetting it back to their defense. We see this typically out of Louisville and out of many soccer teams, just getting the ball back, resetting early, trying to pick apart a full 11-man defense. Louisville back again, once again, sending it all the way back to their goalkeeper, getting that one out of play. Sent up the sideline. It'll end up back with Louisville. Louisville streaking down the sideline. Heavy contest from Oakland. Entering the box. Cross attempt up in the air over the head of Uric. It's going to go to the far side. Is sent out by Roca. Roca with the clearance off the Louisville attacker. That'll be Oakland Grizzlies' goal kick.
One thing I want to note about Louisville's goalkeeper, he is, statistically speaking, the best goalkeeper in the ACC. What a way for Oakland to make a fashion statement and take on a goalie like him and potentially put some balls in the back of the net.
The ball will go back, and it's intercepted right off the bat by Louisville off the goal kick. They look to send it through, playing to the midfield, but in comes Roca to intercept that and send it back up. Louisville takes it away once again, sending it back up. Louisville just hammering this Oakland defense right off the back. Cross comes across the field, and it'll be picked up by Finn Uric. Uric rolls it out into the middle. Aloha taking it up the middle, all on his own, taking it through the Louisville center midfield. Ball will be intercepted, picked back up by Oakland, sent out wide once again. Roca takes on the attacker, decides against it, sends it back to Micah Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg looks for something long, intercepted by Louisville. Sonnenberg on the recovery, ends up back in at the feet of Roca, and Roca sends it all the way back to Jurek. Another quick reset here from Oakland. A lot of back-and-forth ball. Louisville all over the offense from Oakland. Yurek's kick is long, intercepted by Louisville, sent all the way back, but it's picked off on the defensive line. Hedeman takes that one away, the freshman, sends it out wide. Donovan Phillip across again, all the way over to Aloha, who sends it through, but it's taken away by Louisville again.
Don't exactly know what he was doing. He was putting it into some seriously covered spots.
Louisville with it once again, sending it through the midfield. It's going to bounce around a little bit, all the way back out wide again for Louisville. They're looking to attack up the sideline, but it's cut off by Phillip very quickly. Keteman coming from behind, back over. Phillip will take that one away, and it comes off the foot of Louisville attacker Brandon McManus. Oakland will take the throw. Roca drops it in the middle. Aloha takes the hit, and it'll draw a free kick for the Oakland defense.
Yeah, nice job there by Roca to draw the foul and get Oakland the free kick.
Aloha accepts, sends it back, picks it up again, looks for something long. the Louisville defense all over the Oakland forwards. Oakland just looking, something sends it all the way back again to Finn Jurek. Oakland, a lot of resets here. They're trying to look for gaps to slip through, but so far, nothing from this Louisville back line. That one's sent long, and it'll be intercepted and taken away. Josh Jones with that. Will come back to Oakland and sent over the top just wide by Ketterman.
Yeah, great cross there by Phillip to get it into Mikey Ketterman. I just don't think he got a proper touch on it, and it seemed like the Cardinals defenders were kind of swarming in on him, and he didn't have a chance to really get anything going there.
Yeah, Louisville just a sloppy turnover, and Ketterman tries to capitalize on it, but they're all there. Force a quick shot. Ball sent out wide, intercepted by the Oakland defense. Malik Sylvester with that one. Comes back across, Oakland cutting through the midfield. Looking for something up top, sent out wide, intercepted again by Louisville. Louisville picks that pass off. They're going to play with it around the middle. Sends it out wide. McManus again. McManus back into the middle, sent all the way to the middle. This Louisville midfield three is just moving the ball very quick, very ticky-tacky passes so far. Not easy for Oakland to control that. The ball will be sent wide. And they... Damian Barker-John, the goal scorer of this team, elects not to take it up, but he'll receive a pass back, cutting through the mid, laid off. Barker-John again, but that one's picked off by Oakland's defense. Sends it all the way back up. Phillip. Phillip looks for something. It's taken away, but it's off the feet of Louisville, and it'll be another Oakland throw-in. That one's dropped into Phillip, but it's taken away right away, knocked out of bounds again by Louisville. Another throw-in for Oakland. Oakland into Phillip once again. Same play at the foot. Phillip trying to keep the defenders on his back, but loses it. Barker-John streaks up the sideline. A lot of pace here for Louisville's offense. And cuts it back. Elects not to take on. Spins around Ahola. And it's intercepted by Oakland and sent back for a clearance all the way back to the Louisville back line.
You're seeing a lot of pace out of this Cardinals team right now.
Louisville up on the sideline again. A little commotion in the middle as the Louisville defender was chopped down, and we'll get a free kick out of it. Ball sent back out to the sideline. Louisville looking for something. Sent it back once again, back to the back line. The Cardinals looking for something. Oakland cutting off all the passing lanes. Once again, back to the same two playing back and forth. And it'll be sent all the way back. The Louisville goalkeeper brings it back out, back to the Cardinals back line, working up the sideline. Barker-John sends it out wide again. Louisville looking to attack on the sideline this time. It's going to come off the foot, and that's going to be intercepted. Oakland moving its pace, sends the ball through. Phillip over top, beautiful ball. But it's taken by the goalkeeper. Big hit in the box there. Beautiful play from the Louisville goalkeeper. And beautiful play from Phillip to keep with that.
Yeah, big money Benford pushing the pace for Oakland's offense.
It's been fantastic ball over top to try to get him in.
It was a great lob ball.
Louisville will retreat all the way back to their back line once again, looking to go wide. Louisville looking to go wide to Parker Forbes, but a lot of defensive congestion there from Oakland. Ball sent all the way wide to the other side. Flicks it over top. Looking for something, and it's going to be taken away again by this Oakland back line. Phillips sends it through, but it's going to be taken away again by the back line of the Cardinals. They reset all the way to their center back. Long ball over top, but it's read perfectly. It read very well by the Oakland defense, but it's tipped back to Louisville. Once again, the Cardinals in the box. Cross, and Jurek is on it again.
His ability to kind of read the ball and where it's going is one of the major components of his game, and it makes him probably the best candidate for Oakland's starting goalie. All the way over top, but it's taken again. The Cardinals slowing it down, trying to keep the pace here. They were pressuring early, but now they're trying to slow it down a bit, trying to look for maybe some more technical passing lanes against, trying to break down Oakland's defense. Out wide. Parker
Forbes. Forbes sends it up top and sends it through, but he's cut down by Oakland defender Micah Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg, maybe not. You don't always want a penalty in the sport of soccer, but there are some penalties you like to say that was probably the smart decision. And that there to take down, to slow down that attack, that might have been the smart decision from Sonnenberg. Free kick will be taken outside the 18 by the Cardinals.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how Oakland responds to this free kick. Because they usually respond pretty well to opponent set pieces.
One's up, but Jurek takes it and gets knocked down in the air. No call. Actually, yes, call by the referee there. Jurek had the ball in his hands and was hammered by the incoming Cardinal attacker. And he'll draw a free kick for this Oakland defense.
Just use the power of the mullet.
Yeah, good play there from Jurek. Jurek will just drop it to the Oakland back line, playing this one slowly, looking for something to play through. Midfielders checking. Alexis send it wide. Back to the middle. Cardinals read that one. End up back in the hands of the midfield. Loose touch, though. Ends back up into the feet of Phillip. Phillip plays it wide. Over top for Jace Foster. He sees he chased that one down. Keeps it in bounds, but sends it all the way back to no one. And it'll roll off the end line and out for a free kick. For a goal kick.
Didn't seem like Ketterman and Foster were on the same page there, because it would have been a perfect connection because there was no one anywhere near Foster. And you probably would have potentially made an in-cut, and that would have been a serious blow to Louisville.
Ketterman high pressing this goal kick from Louisville, trying to get them to get moving, as this back line has been very slow so far, as opposed to their offense that has been very, very on pace so far. Cardinals out wide, once again, playing these sidelines. Drops it back. Long ball over top, into the midfield. Drops it off. John Barker streaks through the Oakland defense, cutting up the midfield, but it's read well, and it's taken down by Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg on top of back heel there from Forbes. Ball sent across, intercepted by Foster. Foster takes that one, but it's knocked out of bounds.
Gosh, the pace of Louisville is just killing Oakland right now. They're not able to get those passes in the way they want to, and their defense really hasn't gotten any good work in because they've just been able to get balls in some seriously tight spots, and that's because of their pace.
We've seen a lot out of these outside middies here in this five midfield that we've seen. Sonnenberg and Foster getting back a lot. Typically, when you have a three-back, that's how they like to play. This ball sent all the way up top to Sonnenberg. Long ball across the field. Dropped off to Sylvester.
Sonnenberg.
Sonnenberg is
number 3.
Sonnenberg is number 3. My bad. Roca sends that one back.
You mean Townsend?
Jurek up top. That one sent way over top, but it's going to be taken away. Header won by Louisville, the Cardinals. Slow it down in the midfield. Sent through. Foster on the defend. Sylvester presses that one a bit. Balls rolls all the way down to the end line and it's picked up by Jurek. Jurek rolls that one to the back line. Zach Townsend, the big center back here. Only center back at the moment for this Oakland back 3. Sends it wide to Foster. Foster, a little bit of pressure there from the Louisville defense, but he's able to control it. Drops it back. All the way over top, and a little too much on that pass. Rolls to the goalkeeper.
Seems that they're resorting to the over-the-top pass quite a bit now.
Ball sent out wide. Pressure from Phillip. Sent down the end line. Phillip, hard pressure there, but it's control kept by the Cardinals. Send it all the way wide once again, switching the fields all the way over to Parker Forbes. Forbes cuts through 2 Oakland defenders and is knocked down. Ref says play on. All over top from Ahola. Phillip tries to contest that header, but it's taken away.
Never really got a good touch on it.
Cardinals electing to slow it down once again. A lot of high pressure here from this top 3 of Oakland. Sent all the way back to the center back. Louisville center back, Josh Jones. Back into the midfield. One sent up. Barker John drops it wide. All the way up the sideline once again. Cross. Stopped dead in its track by Oakland defense. Back up. It's still on the feet of Oakland. Long ball all the way over top. On top of that one, Oakland pressuring. Luke Benford with the ball. Tries to move through the Cardinals' defense, but not quite strong enough.
Tried to get a little bit too cutie Clementine there.
That ball sent through, but it's fantastically read by Jace Foster. Back into Louisville. Barker John slicing to the midfield, but that one's thankfully picked up there by Finn Jurek.
Ooh. His pace is something else.
The speed of Damian Barker John has been a lot so far for Oakland to handle.
What do you typically do when you have that one guy who's just super pacey and can get into the box like that?
It's not much you can do. Match him. Get a guy who's just as quick. We've seen a little bit of that so far from Foster. He's been playing back a little bit, and I think he's been on the contest a lot so far. Picked up Oakland on the far side, grabbing the jersey there from the Cardinals, and the ball will maybe roll out of bounds. A little bit of confusion here so far from both teams, but ball stays with Oakland as they send it through.
Well, we've seen Louisville get testy and chippy. They got 5 yellow cards in their last game, so, I mean, they're not adverse to playing physical football.
Yeah, that game a 1-0 win against Boston College, so a very close game as well. Midfield for Oakland, controlling the game a little bit. Ball sent. Ahola sends it wide to Foster. It's knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. Throwing for Foster. Foster, a little bit of communication here between some of the Cardinals players and the referees here. Foster just waiting to throw the ball in for Oakland. Throw-in finally comes all the way up top to Phillip. Phillip receives it, brings it down to his feet, and will draw a foul just outside the 18. Beautiful play there from Foster and Phillip to get a set piece here just outside the 18.
And Louisville goalkeeper Alex Svetna not happy with that one.
Oakland will elect. It will take the free kick just outside the 18. But you could run a free kick play here a goal kick play here if you wanted to. Ahola on this free kick. Little movement in the box. Sent over top, up top. Header attempt just over the bar. Good play there from Oakland, but just couldn't get much on it.
They're starting to pick up these attacks now. I think you're starting to see Oakland kind of wake up here offensively. Because they've been playing on the defense pretty much the entire part of this first half.
That ball off the head of the 6'3 center back Townsend. Ball sent wide. Pressured by Oakland. Foster not giving up any space to Barker John. Fantastic defense there. Send it back to the midfield. Ball wide for the Cardinals. All the way out to the outside. Parker Forbes. Forbes sends it back to the midfield. Wide once again. Ball sent in. Good read there from off the foot of Townsend. Ooh, risky play there for the Oakland Grizzlies, but it'll end up as a goal kick for Jurek.
Yeah, George Elides, Constantino's got a good hand on that one. Just couldn't get any room to work with, and Jurek intimidated him, I guess.
Townsend will take it now. Sends it all the way back again to Jurek. A lot of back and forth movement between those two as it's sent once again back to Townsend, back to Jurek. Trying to draw these two forwards for the Cardinals in so they can end up going wide. Sonnenberg trying to call for a direct a little bit of traffic, still at the feet of Jurek. He'll send this one long all the way over top. touch a little off target there from Benford, and it'll roll out of bounds and end up as a Cardinal throw-in.
Uncharacteristic there of Benford. He usually gets good touches. I know we talk a lot about his pace, but he's usually not one to get, bad touches off the ball.
Cardinals, back line looking to go wide again. Good pressure there from Oakland to slow him down. Ball sent out wide to Forbes. Forbes to the midfield. Up top to the cutting forward, dropping it off once again. Out to McManus. McManus looking for something. Ball still at his feet. Elects to send it all the way across to switch the field. Maybe try the other end, but Foster's right on that one. Ball intercepted by Oakland. Ahola sends it back to Foster. Foster streaking up the right sideline. Oakland has numbers on this far side. Back over to Phillip. Phillip, and he's taken down. And the referee says play on. Oakland players and Oakland fans not happy about that call. Cardinals try to slow it down. Sending it out wide again to Barker John. Barker John all the way back to the back line. Pressure coming from Ketteman. Sent across. Back over to Forbes. Forbes sends it up to McManus. McManus back to Forbes. Back to midfielder Bocuzo. Bocuzo sends it wide. Pressure there from Oakland. Cardinals looking for something up these sidelines. That's primarily what they've been doing. But Oakland's outside big with the 5 midfield proving to be very wide. Tough for the Cardinals to get around. And taken down in the middle, a weak call believed by the fans here. And maybe some of the Oakland players too.
Yeah, Luke Benford was going for the ball there.
Yeah, Benford doesn't seem too happy with it. The fans don't seem too happy with it here on senior night. It'll be a free kick for the Cardinals.
Temperature's gone down.
It's getting very cold here at the soccer field as the sun has gone down. This could affect the players in many different ways. It's affecting me and Harj here in many different ways. It is very cold here. Free kick will be taken by Damian Barker John. Barker John. I'm sorry. That's not Barker John. Konstantinos will take this free kick. Ball sent over top. Header won by Oakland. Sylvester with that one. Ball out wide up top. Cardinals from shot outside the box. Beautiful strike just wide there. That was close there. Beautiful.
That was real close.
Beautiful hit from just outside the 18 for the Cardinals midfielder.
We're starting to see why Louisville's an ACC team, right? I mean, the way that they've been playing with pace, the shots that they've been taking.
Very patient team, too. That ball is going to flick up off the hands. Rough touch there from Townsend. Just, unfortunately, a little sloppy play. Ball bounces up, knocks off his hands, and that's going to be a free kick just outside the 18 on top of the circle for the Cardinals.
Oakland's going to have to work hard in order to prevent these mistakes from biting them in the butt later.
This is going to be a tough position for the Cardinals. It gets to a point, I think, in soccer where if you get too close on a free kick, it kind of can get. I think it's kind of like the same way of kicking a field goal from very close. It gets very tight. It's hard to come up with something this close to the net. Shot sent in directly right off the wall. Beautiful placement from the defense there for Oakland. Ball wide, sent all the way across by Bocuzo. Header all the way, and that'll go up over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Oakland Grizzlies. Good defense there for the Oakland. Tough free kick position, but fantastic defensive placement by the wall, as coaches like to call it.
Well, like we said before, they have been responding well over the season to these set pieces, and so far, it hasn't proved any different.
Jerk with the free kick here. The goal kick, I should say. Sends it long. The Oakland line pressing very high there. Big swing and a miss there by Oakland defender Ahola. It'll stay at the feet of Louisville. The Cardinals looking for something. Drops it back to the back line.
Miscommunication there between Roca and Bala. Just totally evaporated whatever Oakland was cooking there.
The Cardinals attacking that far sideline once again. Cardinals drops it down. Close sideline for Louisville. Looking for something. Ball sent over top. Good read there from Townsend. Intercepts that one. Heads it out. Midfield taken away by the Cardinals. They send it wide. Open on the far side. Great close out there from Foster. Foster on the ball. And the ball is going to be headed out by Townsend. Fantastic defense there, once again from Oakland. And poor touch there from the Cardinals, and it's almost taken away for a breakaway from Phillip. The Cardinals will elect to send it all the way back to their center back. Trying something here. Very high pressure now. Oakland kind of turning up the pace a little here in the 20th minute of the first half. Cardinals playing with it a bit. Through the midfield. Ball into Barker John, but he's just closed out. A little miscommunication there between center back Townsend and Jurek, as Townsend thought he had it, and Jurek also thought he had it, and ball is sent out wide.
Yeah, Jurek's not happy with that one. Yeah,
well, just a little miscommunication, but regardless, the back line of Oakland really shutting down Barker John so far this game. So far.
Has no impact on the future.
It'll be a throw-in, long throw-in here as the players from the Cardinals are setting up in the box. Corner kick throw-in. Long throw off the head of the Cardinals. Ball in the air around the 6. Header again, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be given as a goal kick for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, refs had to kind of think about that one a little bit. It wasn't an immediate decision, but ultimately they decided to give it to Jurek.
See there on that last play, the Cardinals setting up in the box there for a throw-in. Every once in a while, you got those soccer teams that have that guy who can do what I like to call a corner throw-in, where they can throw the ball all the way into the 6. That could be dangerous later for the Oakland defense.
Disrespectful there for Louisville. Does Oakland take it personally?
Jurek will take it, the goal kick here. Far again. We've seen a little bit of switch here from the typical line, which has played very deep so far into their defensive territory, but they're playing high on these goal kicks now. Jurek comes out on that one outside the box and is able to clear it off the foot of the Cardinals. That one sent far by Sonnenberg, intercepted by the Cardinals once again. Takeaway there. Benford comes flying and keeps the ball at his foot. Beautiful footwork there. Sends it to the middle. Ahola with the ball at his foot. Takes it, and it's stopped by the goalkeeper. Sent wide by the Cardinals defender, and it'll be a throw-in.
And that was a long bomb. Made Alex Svetnov work for it.
Throw-in now. Foster will be on it. Decides to send it back to Ahola, who's had a big impact in the midfield so far this game.
Just trying to stretch the field.
Back to Foster. Foster keeps it at his foot, drops the defender in the corner, but he's able to recover and bring it back. Cardinals take it away. He goes down. Foster, very aggressive play there between Foster and the Cardinals, but it'll become a deep free kick.
A lot of fouls here for Oakland early.
Oakland playing very aggressive now. We saw a little bit of a slow start from them. It seemed to be the pace was on the side of the Cardinals, but we've seen a bit of a switch up from Oakland. Playing a bit of a higher back line, maybe not playing as careful, playing as slow. And they're trying to pick up the pace here, maybe shock the Cardinals' defense a little bit. A lot of talking here.
I think if you're the underdog, you want to be able to draw first blood and kind of set the tone of this game, because so far, Louisville hasn't really given up control of the ball too much and too long.
17.5 left in this first half. Score still 0-0 at the Oakland soccer field between the Oakland Golden Grizzlies and the Louisville Cardinals. That ball's taken away. Beautiful defense there from Bala. Sent all the way back to Townsend. Nice slide there to keep that ball on the offensive half for the Grizzlies. At the foot of Aloha. Now back to Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg in the middle. Beautiful footwork. Ahola with the ball again. Sends it all the way through. Ball there from Roca. Roca sends it across. Into the hands of the Louisville goalkeeper. I think Phillip thought he had one there, Harj.
Yeah, but that's the best opportunity Oakland's had all game, and now you're starting to see those opportunities rack up.
The pace switches up, and Oakland's starting to get some good offensive fronts here. Cardinals goalkeeper looking for something, sends it all the way wide, finally finds an opening. Oakland playing a very high defense here in the second half of the first half. Ball sent over top, intercepted by Oakland's defense. Sylvester sends it back up to Foster. Foster back to Sylvester. Sylvester far over the top, up to Kedeman. Drops it in. Kedeman to Ahalola. Sends it wide again. Oakland's Roca sends it out to Benford. Benford is able to knock it off the foot of the Cardinals. That throw-in just kind of thrown lazily into the feet of the Cardinals, but a little bit of miscommunication here between a little bit of communication, I should say, between the Louisville coaching staff and the referee. Seems a little upset there at that call.
Yeah, he didn't think that Louisville should have gotten the out of bounds call. He's really arguing.
Mm-hmm. Referee seems very confident with it, though. Does not look like he's going to be changing his mind anytime soon. Both teams just looking to get it started, and I take it back. He changed his mind. It'll be Cardinals ball on the far sideline in their defensive half. I guess he convinced them. Cardinals throwing now. Benford a little upset at that. He kind of just shrugs it off. Throwing. Header. Won by Ahola. Back out wide. Benford streaking down the sideline. Taking on the defense. Left-footed cross. Deflected by the Cardinals defense. Good sliding stop there from Louisville. They'll try to keep possession deep in their defensive half. That header won by Sonnenberg. Ball's dropped off in the middle to a wide open Allah. Looks to send it through. Knocked down at the foot of Keteman. He tries to send it through. A lot of ball bouncing around here just outside the 18.
But they're getting opportunities. Doesn't even have to be good opportunities. It's opportunities. Really putting fear in the heart of the Cardinals' defense.
Dropped off to Phillip. Phillip just up top of the 18. Another intercepted ball, but again, another fantastic offensive opportunity. Phillip running across the field, streaking through the defense. A man on a mission as he gets the ball back. He's knocked down and does not draw the penalty he was looking for. Ball sent over top. Townsend reads it well. Pressure from McManus as he almost intercepts that ball from Jurek. The crowd happy there with that play. Beautiful play from Jurek and Townsend to keep the ball in at the feet of Oakland.
Well, it may be cold outside, but you're seeing the crowd warm up quite a bit now that Oakland's woken up.
Jurek with the ball. Sends it all the way up to midfield. All the way out wide once again for Oakland. Oakland trying to capitalize on these sidelines. Sylvester sends it up. Foster. Foster will take it out of bounds, though. Cardinals ball. Louisville looking for something. Not a whole lot here. Not a whole lot of opportunities. High-pressure defense so far. Ball thrown up the sideline. Drops it back to the throw-in man. Ball all the way across the field. Sonnenberg intercepts that one with the header. Sends it back up to Foster. Foster missed touch. Back at the hands of the Cardinals. Cardinals switching the field, trying to catch the Grizzlies off guard. Ball on the far side. Parker Forbes. Forbes will send it all the way back. Ball sent back to Forbes. Out of control here. Bakuzo. Bakuzo back to Tatafu. Sent back to the middle. Back out to Tatafu. Looking for Bakuzo on the sideline. Gives it to him. Pressure there. Benford on that ball. Ball back into the middle. Sample. Bradley Sample sends that one into the box. Great defense there from Foster as he's able to keep it. Saved an open shot there. And a little bit of aggression causes a free kick for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies put Roca. Nope, Roca decides he doesn't want it. Sonnenberg will take this one. Nope, Sonnenberg also doesn't want it. Back to Jurek.
Seems like no one wants to take it. Give it to your goal.
Jurek, used to playing those long balls, so maybe the best option here for the Grizzlies, and elects not to even play the long ball.
Wow, 0 for 4 there, Gav.
Yeah, God, I am all over the place today, guys. All right, up the sideline for the Grizzlies, Sylvester shields the ball out of bounds. Very confused as he thought he was able to draw a throw-in, but it'll end up with the Cardinals instead.
Seems like Louisville's kind of changed the pace of this game in the last couple of seconds because, I mean, they've been able to control the ball and they've been able to force Oakland wide, really wide, and get them out of bounds quite a bit and reset the play.
12 left in this first half. Ball sent all the way back, once again to the back line. The Cardinals with a lot of resets here. High pressure from Oakland's caused a lot of communication between the midfielders and the defenders from the Cardinals. That ball up the sideline. Sent to the middle. Ball switched. Fantastic read there by the Grizzlies. Sonnenberg picks that one off. But the Cardinals are able to get it back, send it out wide to Forbes. Forbes sends the ball in. Great header there. Diving header won by Townsend.
Yeah, last-ditch effort move there.
And when scooped out wide to Foster. Foster has Phillip on the sideline. Phillip crosses that one up to Ketterman, but it's a little long. And the Cardinals will bring it down.
You know, we discussed earlier what the absence of Owen Smith would mean to this offense, and it hasn't really seemed to deter them as of yet.
Out wide again for the Cardinals. Trying to utilize this close sideline. Ball sent up top. Brought down by McManus. McManus shuffles it wide. Louisville on it. Trying to cut up the Oakland defense. Foster unfazed. Keeps the ball in front of him. They drop it back. Okuzo. Okuzo decides not to attack. Send it wide once again. Trying to reset another play here. Ball cut into the box. The Cardinals, high pressure, sent across, and there's no one there on the receiving end. Oakland, buried in the corner. Kick taken off the legs. Luke Benford tried to clear that there. Drop it back again for McManus. McManus open on the sideline. In. Fantastic defense there in the box for the Grizzlies. Benford keeps the ball at his foot. Looking for some type of outlet, and it's sent right back to Tatafu.
Miscommunication there.
That ball sent through wide open in the box. Ball deflected, saved by Jurek. Out wide open. Another save there. Fantastic defense from Townsend and the Grizzlies. Getting the crowd pumped up a little bit there, Harj.
I mean, your goalkeeper's flailing all over the place, and you have the resolve to kind of take the ball away from Louisville multiple times. I mean, that's grit.
Louisville trying to cut in again. Running through, and he's knocked down. Good defense again. Sylvester just absolutely levels Damian Barker-John on the attack there. Louisville resets. Tries to send that one through, but it's intercepted by Townsend and sent all the way up back to the Louisville back line. Just over 9 minutes left in this first half. Score still 0-0 between the Louisville Cardinals and the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Long ball there over top, and it's an offsides call. First offsides call of the game.
Well, offsides there. Completely beat Zach Townsend, who was the last defender.
Yeah, Townsend going back to that play. A lot of miscommunication in the box. Jurek's flailing around, and Townsend just to say, hey, I'm a 6'3" center back. Let's just park myself right in the middle of the goal. And sure enough, he's able to get a save to keep the Cardinals off the board.
Yeah, a lot of people would think it was luck. I think that it was just them having that awareness to understand where the ball is and making good plays on it.
Yes, that's just a fantastic read by Townsend. The Cardinals with the ball in the middle. Send it back. A reset again out to Forbes. Forbes wide again. Forbes looking for something. Good defense there by Roca.
It was smart of Roca not to press on that.
Louisville running through the midfield. And he's knocked down. Quinton Elliott.
Ref stops the play again.
Still a lot of aggressiveness here from both teams now. Clock ticking down. Both teams looking to take some sort of advantage going into halftime. But so far it's been very close on both sides. Attacking opportunities on both sides. Fantastic defense, fantastic offense.
Yeah, 12 shots in total, 7 by Louisville, 5 by Oakland. I mean, this has been a pretty offensive and physical game. Not often you see those.
Free kick sent way high, and that'll go straight out of bounds before even touching the pitch inbounds.
You kind of knew it as soon as it went off his foot.
Hey, ball. Jurek will take this one. Letting the Oakland formation get set. Still sporting that 3-4-3. Different formation than we've seen, but it's been working the way that you'd expect that kind of formation to work so far this game. Long ball off the head of Foster. Foster tries to keep it, but Louisville retains possession. Sends it back to their back line once again. Recycling it all the way to their center back. Switches the field over to Tatafu. Tatafu sends it back again to their center back. Very calm so far. Josh Jones kind of manning the middle as the one solo center back here for the Grizzlies. That ball is sent over top in the box. Louisville pressuring Oakland's defense. Fantastic stop there by Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg presses it out, but it's going to be Louisville ball on the far sideline. Louisville with the cross in. Off the head. Ball bouncing around. Looking for something in a finish.
By Damien Barker John.
Barker John comes flying in there. And a beautiful finish off the head of the forward there for Louisville.
As soon as you saw the ball go into Parker Forbes, you knew that there were too many players for Louisville in the box, and that's what happened.
That ball, a lot of bouncing around. You can kind of lose sight of it, and if there's anyone who's not losing sight of it, it's one of the best scorers for the Cardinals, Damien Barker John, streaking into the box, and just really an easy, typical play for him. Just kind of taps it in past the Jurek for the first goal of this contest. First goal of the game puts Louisville up 1-0 at the 6 minute and 16 second mark left here in this first half. The Grizzlies going to look to come back quickly here. Right off the bat, Bala taken down. Free kick sent wide. Sylvester looking for something. Keeps it close. Up to Phillip. To Foster. Foster on the sideline, looking for some sort of option. Sends it all the way back to Sylvester. Sylvester opens up. Back in the middle of the Bala. Hola on the defense. Ball still bouncing around. Louisville with it at their feet once again. Up the sideline. Damien Barker John all the way back, playing midfield at the moment, or playing at least a midfield type position instead of playing up top in his typical spot for the Cardinals. The Cardinals still keeping the ball on their back line, playing a little more reserve now that they have this 1-0 lead. Ball switched out to Tatafu. Back to back to Josh Jones. Jones back to the midfield for the Cardinals. Splits the defense, sends it out wide, and that pass is thankfully off target for the Grizzlies there. Passing back and forth, give and go by the Grizzlies. Sends it far, but Jones is on that one. And no Grizzly in sight on the end of that. Looking for Keteman.
Didn't even know Noah Roca was kicking that.
Roca looked like he was looking for Keteman. Keteman just not even involved in the play. A little bit of a lax pass there. 4.5 minutes now here in the first half. Louisville controlling the possession here in these last 5 or 6 minutes. Going to look to try to do it near the end of this game. And a rogue pass goes out of bounds off the Cardinals. Benford sends in the throw-in. Benford back up to Keteman. Keteman back to Benford. Benford on the attack into the 18. Looking for something. Elects to keep it. And the ball is taken out, and it's cleared by the Cardinals defense.
Literally no help there for Benford.
Good read there by Sylvester to try to slow down Barker John. Running through the midfield. Louisville back to Forbes. Forbes to Sample. Sample crosses it all the way across to the middle, looking to switch the fields of the Cardinals, as they do. Send it wide. Oakland's defense all shifting as one. The Cardinals don't even elect to take it down the sideline, playing very reserved at the moment. Sample sends it back, and it's reset once again by the Cardinals. Back to Sample. Looks to send it wide. Lane cut off. Turns around and sends it back up the field. A lot of ball movement here. Oakland just behind at the moment on defense. Ball back into Barker John. John has shifted back up. They look to play Forbes through, but it rolls out of bounds. Arid pass there by Cardinals outside back, Tatafu. And it'll be a goal kick for Jurek. Yeah, we've seen a little bit of a change in pace here from the Grizzlies. The back line is receded back to just above the 18. something different than we saw about 15 minutes ago with that high pressure, with the high intensity, possibly the cold getting to them. But the Grizzlies, they're going to have to change up something soon.
But they still have time. They have an entire second half, and we've known them play from behind before, especially against Michigan and Milwaukee.
It's going to take some communication from Pogue and the captains on this senior night for Oakland to come back. Intercepted by the Grizzlies once again. Looking for something. Benford, just no option. Sends it back to Ahola. Back to Sonnenberg. Header. A little wide there. Kept in bounds by Noah Roca. At the feet of the Grizzlies. Back to Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg chops it into Ketteman. Off the head of Ketteman. Ahola on top. Looks for something. Slices it in, and it's sent out of bounds. Fantastic look there from Ahola, but unfortunately the read there by the Cardinals sends it wide. But it'll be an Oakland throw-in.
These are scary attacks now that Oakland is starting to mount.
Oakland trying to capitalize right at the end of the half. 1:30 left in this first half. Sonnenberg up to Ketteman. Ketteman lays it off. Benford sends it across to the head of Foster. That header wide. The Grizzlies bouncing around in the 18, looking for something. Sent out wide again to Foster. Bala attempts to keep that ball, but it's taken away by the Cardinals. Cardinals flying up the sideline, crossed over to Damian Barker-John. He had the space, but sends it back. Barker-John. Good defense there from Phillip. Phillip on a mission to try to get that ball back in this remaining minute. The Cardinals sending it wide once again. Working on that far sideline.
Now you're seeing Foster and Roca go back with Sylvester, Sonnenberg, and Townsend.
Yeah, we got a 5 back now to close out this half. Oakland doesn't want to give up anything easy. This one's sent wide. Cardinals on the attack. Cross sent in. Townsend, fantastic read to get that ball out. But it's taken away by Forbes. Forbes has space in the midfield. Sends it back to Tafu. Sends a far ball all the way into the box. And it's going to be called offsides there.
That one was less obvious there. It was very, very marginal.
And this first half will come to a close from the Oakland soccer field. Score 1-0 in the favor of Louisville. It's going to take a lot from Oakland to, not a lot, score 1-0, but it's going to take some mustard for the Grizzlies to come back in this second half. Pogue is going to have to discuss something with his team to try to keep them going.
Yeah, I mean, they've had good offensive opportunities. They've had good chances to score. But, I mean, it just feels like Louisville has taken advantage of Oakland's defense, and they've been playing with great pace and haven't allowed Oakland to get any touches on their ball. They've been able to get good passing lanes, and hopefully Oakland can close that out in the second half and take a dub here.
Yeah, the Grizzlies going to look for something to just try to capitalize in the second half, and it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot from their offense, and it's going to take a lot from their defense. Will the formation stay the same? I'm not sure, but it's going to have to be something from the Grizzlies. They're going to have to change up something if they're going to win this, or they're going to capitalize in the second half against the Grizzlies. Well, score 1-0 going into the second half from the Oakland soccer field. We will be with you shortly as we cut out for halftime. Stay tuned.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies Soccer on 88.3 FM WXOU.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies halftime show right here on 88.3 FM WXOU. I'm Giovanni Moceri here for your halftime show. As you heard from Gavin and Harjun Buttar out on the Oakland soccer field, the score currently stands 1-0 in the Louisville Cardinals lead. In the game so far, Damian Barker-John is the lone goal scorer for the Cardinals. He's also carried much of the load for the shots and shots on goal for the Cardinals. We'll go through the stats right now. So currently, 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have 10 shots compared to the Golden Grizzlies 4, with 3 of them being on goal. Oakland is getting close to them with 2 shots on goal. but the offense has been much favoring the Cardinals. All 3 of those shots on goal have been done by Damian Parker-John, one of the offensive juggernauts for Louisville. Going to the fouls and offsides, the Louisville Cardinals have been playing a pretty clean game with only 2 fouls called, one of them being offsides. The Golden Grizzlies, however, have 7 fouls called on them throughout the game. So it's going to be an exciting second half. Stay tuned here for WXOU to give you the second half of Golden Grizzlies soccer on Senior Day against the Louisville Cardinals.
You're listening to Golden Grizzlies Soccer.
Hello, everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning in to 88.3
On 88.3 FM, WXOU.
We are here at the second half of this Oakland Grizzlies soccer game against the Louisville Cardinals. Score currently sits at 1-0 to the visiting Cardinals. To begin this half, the Cardinals will take their kick and send it far into the hands of Oakland, and it will be a free kick now for the Cardinals. On the kick, Bradley Sample. Sample just sends it straight back to their defense. Level. Bryce Level sends it far over to Tatafu. Tatafu back to Jones. Jones over to Level again. Level looks for something. High pressure there from the Grizzlies. Parker John tries to send it back. Great defense there from Keteman. And
Keteman not happy with that one.
Referee going to call that tackle on Keteman and go have another conversation with the Louisville bench. The fans here a little upset at that call, rightfully so. Bit of a weaker tackle.
We're seeing Taiga Shiokawa in place of Noah Roca now. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Eric Pogue makes of that substitution.
Shiokawa, the senior midfielder, subbing in for the Grizzlies.
Japanese native.
Sent wide. Louisville send it back to the middle. Far ball all the way over the top. Good read there from Jerk. And he'll intercept that pass.
Jerk hasn't been making it easy for Louisville to gain any ground on their attacks.
Bala, far ball all the way over the top to Phillip, but it's intercepted by the Louisville defense. Send it up the sideline once again. The Cardinals. Pressure there. Ball sent across. Intercepted by Sylvester. It'll bounce out of bounds, though, off the Grizzlies. Throw in here for Cardinals, number 23, Quinton Elliott. Elliott with the throw-in. Drops it in, receives it back. Ball knocked away by Benford. Another throw-in for Elliott. Elliott throws it in again. High pressure again from the Grizzlies. Grizzlies attacking hard here. Ball sent wide. Back into the midfield. Retaining possession, Louisville does. Sends it out wide again. Pressure there from Foster. Ball almost intercepted there by recent sub Shiokawa. And it's taken away by the Grizzlies. Sylvester tries to send it out. Another errant pass as it goes out of bounds again for another throw-in.
Just haven't been on point to start this half.
Elliott with another throw-in. Playing it once again. Elliott looking for something. Pressure from Foster. Forces him to send it wide. Elliott gets it back in the box. Spins Sylvester around. Wide open in the middle for the Cardinals. Strike from atop the box, and it goes wide. Lucky there for the defense of the Grizzlies. That ball looked like it was a pretty clean strike on a pretty wide open shot for the Cardinals, but sent far wide. Jerk. He's happy with that.
One thing I noticed is every time Oakland gets Louisville off the ball, they haven't been able to get those touches right and haven't been able to generate any offense.
Jerk with the long free kick. And Cardinals knock down Oakland defender Foster. And that'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies. Seen a switch in sides here between a little bit of a change-up in formation aside from the substitution for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies forwards, Phillip and Benford, switching sides here. Foster on the sideline, attacked by Elliott. Back to the middle to Bala. Bala drops it all the way back again. Sylvester looks for something, intercepted there by the Cardinals offense. Sylvester takes it back, but takes it out of bounds again. Cardinals throwing deep into the defensive territory of the Grizzlies. That pass almost intercepted by Foster. Elliott cuts through the midfield, knocked down, and it's going to be a free kick called for the Cardinals just outside the 18.
A lot of fouls called on Oakland this game.
Oakland playing aggressive, but a little too aggressive.
Yeah, they're continuing to rack up these fouls.
This kick, about 4 yards out from the 18 on the left side of the goal. Jurek trying to move the wall around to force
Constantino's Georgialides
to put it around the wall. Jurek sets him up. Set piece ready for the Cardinals. They overload the back of the box. Little discussion here. The referee making sure that the Oakland defensive wall is set in the correct position, 10 yards from the ball. This ball taken by Konstantinos. Free kick. It's up, and it's off the head of Grizzly Sylvester. Ball goes wide. Cross back, and Jurek watches it sail out of bounds for another goal kick. A lot of shots, I should say, from the Cardinals to open this first half, as we just under the 40th minute, but nothing really in any concern for Grizzlies goalkeeper Finn Jurek. Jurek will take the goal kick into Townsend. We've seen a lot between those two. Townsend almost loses it, but is able to keep control. Gives it to Bala. Bala over to Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg far kick all the way over top. Benford trailing, trying to get a touch on it. That one's going to be just off, picked off by the Cardinals. Cardinals return the favor, sending it back the other direction. Keeping control of it, ball sent in behind Barker John, sending it across, wide open up top. The Cardinals take a shot, and that one's going to roll into the side netting for another Louisville Cardinals goal. The Cardinals, once again, just getting an open shot on top of the 18. Another goal.
Really making their presence known here. The Oakland soccer field.
Score now 2-0 with 38:59 left in the first half. Just a bit of a lack of communication there from the Grizzlies. No one to cover the top of the box, and the Cardinals are left wide open for an easy strike, almost passing it into the corner of the net. No chance for Jurek to save that one.
They're really exerting their power now. I mean, we thought they'd be, tired from all the pace that they played with in the first half, but they're not showing any signs of that right now.
Yeah, they seem to be jumping right to it. Goal attributed to Konstantinos Georgialides for the Louisville Cardinals. Play resumes. Keteman knocked down, but nothing from the referee there playing advantage. The ball will roll out of bounds, and he'll bring the ball in now.
That's a deliberate shove there by the Louisville Cardinals player.
Clear foul, and the referee saw it. Tries to play advantage, but unfortunately the Grizzlies are able to do nothing with it. Grizzlies will take it in the middle. Shiwakawa sends it across. It's intercepted by the Cardinals. Cardinals sending it all the way back, resetting the back line. Out wide, Quinton Elliott working in. We've seen a lot more of Elliott now in this second half. Elliott up the sideline. Foster trailing. He splits Foster and Shiwakawa with a beautiful spin move right there. The cross in, and it's sent wide by Sonnenberg. In the corner, Bala, unfazed by the defense from Barker John, and actually able to draw a foul out of it. Free kick all the way about as far in the corner as you could go in the Oakland Grizzlies defensive half. Jurek will take the free kick.
Not happy with how his defense has been giving up these offensive pressures.
Jurek will take the free kick. 2-0 deficit now. Kind of a different pace you got to play as the Grizzlies now. You really need to get a goal soon if you want to stay in this game. Long ball sent all the way in. Header won by Elliott. And
wow, another foul.
Georgialides is sent straight to the ground by Bala. Just kind of an arrogant, sloppy foul on the header attempt. And Louisville will reset all the way to the back, sending it all the way back to big man Josh Jones, who has run this defense so far as the center back for the Cardinals. Ball sent wide, level, plays it back up to Elliott. Elliott tries to lay it off, but it's intercepted by the Grizzlies. Luke Benford, and Benford, poor touch. Elliott is able to intercept it and send it back to the goalkeeper.
When you're outpacing probably the fastest player on Oakland's roster, that's probably a good indication that you're outmatched.
We got, and the ball sent, beautiful touch there by Barker John. He flies, sends it back out again. Barker John receives it back in the middle, just on top of the 18. Louisville with another shot, deflected. Good save there. Wow, we saw a little bit of a razzle-dazzle there from Damian Barker John as he's able to split the defense. Cross sent in again by the Cardinals, but it's knocked down by Sonnenberg. The Grizzlies looking to get the ball out wide. Phillip sends it all the way across over to Foster. Foster into the corner. Shiokawa tries to pressure it, but the Cardinals are able to slow it down. Bryce Level sends it all the way back to goalkeeper Alex Svetanov. Svetanov with the ball at his foot, pressured by Ketteman. Needs to get rid of it. Ball sent wide. Tafu will take the ball up the sideline for the Cardinals. Back into the middle. Switch ball again. A lot of movement here. Bradley Sample. Back up into the feet of Barker John. Barker John getting very active here in the second half. His speed is proving very difficult for the Grizzlies to contain. Ball dropped off. Up top. Akuza sends it wide. Cross way high, and that one's going to sail out of bounds for another goal kick. We've seen a lot of Louisville Cardinals so far in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, with 35 minutes left, it's not a completely insurmountable deficit, but you certainly got to play with more urgency than you have, and you certainly have to get better touches. I mean, it's just now, just get contact on the ball, get possession of the ball, because I mean, you can't play as aggressive as you want to play. They're just going to outpace you, and they're going to be right there to meet you at every move.
Goal kick sent all the way up by the Grizzlies and just back into the feet of Josh Jones, the center back, captain of this Cardinals team. Jones sends it wide. Level. Ball is picked up by Sample. At the foot now of Quinton Elliott. Elliott receives it back in the midfield. Sends it wide again, and offsides there. Good trap there from the Grizzlies, just to try to get possession back.
Yeah, third offsides. You see how aggressive Louisville has been playing. I mean, we thought they were going to come out of the gates, pretty slow and just try to maintain control, but, I mean, they've already struck with about 39 at the 39th minute and nothing doing.
Grizzlies trying to make something happen here. Ball sent over top. Sylvester dribbles it out of bounds, but it's off the feet of defender Bradley Sample. So it'll be Grizzlies' ball. Throw in Foster. Foster pushed back by not the referee, but the Cardinals coach. Shiokawa flicks it over the head. Fantastic header there from Bala. Ahola sends it through. Phillip. And nothing once again from this Grizzlies offense.
You just don't have the manpower to go up against 5 Louisville defenders. You're not really sending too many because you want to be able to keep some for your defense.
The Grizzlies finally moving the ball a little bit in the midfield. We saw a little movement there between Bala and Ahola, but unfortunately just nothing comes out of the end of it. Louisville will attack the sideline again. We've seen a lot between this duo on the sideline of the Cardinals between Damian Barker John and Quinton Elliott. Cross there. Tatafu will take it for the Cardinals. Tatafu elects to attack. Fantastic tackle there by the Grizzlies. Ahola is able to slow down the attack, but it stays in the possession of the Cardinals. Ball again. Tatafu sends it wide again. Across the middle. Cardinals just trying to keep possession now. Really not attacking anything crazy. Elliott sends it wide. Bryce Level drops it off to Georgia Georgialides. That cross in off the hands of, not off the hands of the Grizzlies, off the foot of Barker John. And it'll be a goal kick for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies defense.
You got to make the most of this opportunity now. I mean, it is still early in the half, like we said, but you got to now do bing, bing, 2 goals right away, and that's not easy.
Yeah, 31st minute here. 30-31 left in the game, I should say, in this second half. Oakland Grizzlies down 2-0 to the Louisville Cardinals. Jurek will take the goal kick, and a little bit of a slip there from Shiokawa, and it ends up back with the Louisville Cardinals. Control there, finally from the Grizzlies, up to Ketterman. Ketterman getting his first few touches of the game, and he loses it. Good defense there. Bradley Sample takes it away from Ketterman. Ball sent in. Georgialides, cross. No one on the other end of it, off the head of Sylvester. Grizzlies will high pressure the Cardinals as they reset. Cardinals send a cross in. Good touch there from Townsend to keep the ball out. Sonnenberg on the far side looks to play the ball through, but it's intercepted again. Just arid passes at the moment for the Grizzlies.
Unnecessarily.
The Cardinals with another interception. They have had almost all the possession here in the first 15 minutes of this second half. You can see the breath now of the players as it gets very cold here in this cold October night in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Jones sends it back up. Looking for something, the Cardinals just trying to keep possession when they can, not forcing anything at the moment, only taking the best of opportunities that they have. Ball sliced in, beautiful give and go. Pass in, Georgialides, the shot off the hands of Jurek, beautiful save there. Ball headed out and cleared by Benford. Looked like another good scoring opportunity there, but Jurek with a beautiful save and off the head of Benford to clear it. And the Grizzlies will end up with a throw-in on the far side. Into Bala. Bala. Back to Benford, and it's out of bounds. And Louisville will take possession.
Another mistake in the myriad of mistakes thus far in this game for Oakland.
Yes, the pace has changed for both teams. It seems very slow at the moment. Cardinals not really forcing anything. A comfortable 2-0 lead, and Grizzlies just seem to be moving very slow.
Lethargic.
Another attack there from the Cardinals. They just run by a little slip there from Sylvester, but he's able to clear it out, thankfully. Louisville stays in possession, just on top of the box. Dropped all the way back. Royce Level looks for something. Cuts it in. And Louisville sends it back to their outside back, to Tafu. Tafu plays it in. Deflected out. Phillip on the Grizzlies picks that one up. Just trying to clear to this point. Grizzlies just trying to get something out of their defensive half. Good play there between Sonnenberg and Benford. Ball sent up, and once again, header won by the Grizzlies, and it's sent all the way back to Svetnov. Svetnov gives it back to the Louisville Cardinals. The Cardinals trying to keep possession. Pass all the way across to Elliott, and it's almost taken away by Foster, but Elliott keeps possession. Over in the corner, Georgialides had that second goal to put the Cardinals up 2-0, and he's looking to attack once again, but it's sent out by the Grizzlies. Header won by the Cardinals. Level sends it in. Ball taken away by Foster. Foster tries to keep possession. Sends it back to Sylvester. Sylvester looks to go long, and it's going to be stopped momentarily by the referee. Substitution here for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. They're going to be sending in number 16, Diego Perez, and
Number two, Sebastian
Nuzo.
Yeah. Sorry, I got I have a better angle on the players' jerseys.
Yes, Harj could probably see me craning my neck trying to see over the bench there. But yes, it's going to be. They won't sub in on this play. My bad. Not a free kick for the Cardinals, but the ball in possession of the Grizzlies, and it's knocked down. A little confusion here, I feel, from everyone. Not a whole lot going on.
Louisville's now more than doubled Oakland shots. They've had 4 this half so far, and Oakland really hasn't been able to get outside of their own zone.
Ball sent wide to Sonnenberg. Finally keeping possession here for the Grizzlies. Back to the middle. Keteman shifted back to the midfield. Phillip up to the center mid. Phillips shifting out to the outside mid. The Grizzlies looking to possibly put 4 up top now. A lot of offense here for the Grizzlies, but unfortunately, Louisville's able to take it back and push on the counter. It's a 2-on-3, 3-on-3. Ball sent wide. Cardinals crosses it. Good clear there from Townsend to keep the ball away from the goal. Another close play there for the Grizzlies. Fantastic defense from the Golden Grizzlies to keep Louisville out of their net. Counterattack here for the Grizzlies. Ball at the feet of Ahola. Sends it out wide. Shiwakawa with the ball at his foot. Crosses it. Intercepted again by the Cardinals defense. Ball still bouncing around. A little bit of the most offense we've seen so far this half from the Grizzlies. They look to attack again. Ball up top, Keteman. Keteman cuts it across, looks for something. Left-footed strike. That ball's in off the side netting. Almost a shot. I thought that one was
Almost
in.
a goal.
I think the fans here thought that was in just off the side netting. But that's a way to spark your offense. That's their first good attack there. Just off target. Good shot, though.
Yeah, but now what you're going to see is I think Louisville's going to start to take away those passing lanes quite a bit because they opened them up. And how dangerous that was.
Out for the Grizzlies, Foster will be subbing out.
And Benford.
And Benford will both sub out of this game for the Grizzlies.
Interesting decision there.
To replace will be Sebastian Nuzo and Diego Perez.
We haven't seen a lot of Diego Perez this year, but we've seen quite a bit of Nuzo. And he isn't exactly a pace mover, but...
And Perez, the senior, outside back. And Nuzo also playing defense, but not in this contest. The Grizzlies, and they're going to make another substitution, bringing in Noah Bickford, the sophomore from Ontario, Canada.
In place of Micah Sonnenberg.
Sonnenberg coming out of the game. Bickford, and seems to be Bickford, the sophomore, will be in for the Grizzlies. Goal kick taken by the Cardinals. Ball sent over top. Header won by Bala. But it goes right to Elliott. Elliott trailed. Good defense there. Grizzlies' Diego Perez able to knock that one out.
Yeah,
slow down the attack.
Stop that offensive attack.
Cardinals throwing. Quentin Elliott. We've seen a lot of him so far this game. Ball knocked around. Still at the feet of the Cardinals. Looking to keep possession. Ball sent back to Jones. Good read there by Keteman. Keteman picks it off just in front of the 18. Keteman takes the shot. Rifles that one. Good save there. Ball bouncing around, but it's finally reeled in by Alex Svetnov.
Yeah, that's on Ville Ahola not being able to read that and seeing that it was out of Svetnov's hands and making a play on it.
Ahola had the opportunity to crash the net and possibly tip one in, but unfortunately, as you said, just not there. Cardinals, bit of a scare there. 23rd minute here, 23 left in the second half. Score 2-0 in favor of the Louisville Cardinals over the Oakland Golden Grizzlies here at the Oakland Soccer Field. Cardinals on the attack. Ball's finally taken away. Sebastian Nuzo. Nuzo sends back to Jurek, who sends it far. Taken away again. Ball back in possession of the Cardinals. Cardinals trying to do something, and Nuzo rips the Cardinals defender to the ground. And that will result in a free kick for Louisville.
So it's going to be interesting to see how Oakland changes the dynamic of their offense, especially now that you've seen Louisville shut down those passing lanes quite a bit. And are they going to try to go over the top? Are they going to try to, stretch the field in that way? It'll be interesting to see.
Cardinals free kick taken. Ball over top. Header won by Bala. Off the feet of Shiokawa. Sent wide. Louisville with the ball. Louisville. Elijah Gribasi sends it all the way back. Ball sent wide again. Out to Forbes. Back over to Louisville up top. Cutting through the midfield. Good defense there by the Grizzlies to kick that one out. Louisville remains in possession despite the defense by the Grizzlies. A lot of movement here. Back over to Elliott. Elliott has numbers. Oakland slowing him down but not able to get possession back. Finally, something's tipped out. Grizzlies trying to do everything in their power. Bickford sends that one out just to try to get possession back. And Louisville takes control. High pressure from the Grizzlies. Shiwakawa on that one. Sent wide. Louisville on the far sideline. Plays it past. Townsend retreats. Louisville. No attack there. Sends it back. It's a little slip there on the cross. Ball off the feet of Grizzlies number 8, Noah Bickford. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville's Georgia Lidis will be taking this corner kick. 21 minutes left in this second half. Score 2-0. Louisville. Georgia Lidis with the corner. Sends it across. Header won by the Grizzlies. It's going to go far. Hola with possession. Drops it. Up to Phillip. Phillip lays it back over the top to Ahola, but just a very, very poor long pass.
That's been kind of a common theme here. Poor passes, poor touches, poor lots of things.
It almost looked like the Grizzlies were trying to play that through to Svetnov, the Louisville goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Didn't even aim to try to bring that one down. Ball sent wide. Louisville not really attacking as much as we've seen. Trying to just kind of keep possession, keep control of this game. Not a lot of time left on the clock for the Grizzlies to capitalize on. Svetnov receives the ball back all the way again. Plays it casually wide to Bryce Level. Phillip on the trail. Elliott with the turn. Perez not able to slow down Elliott. Knocks him down, and free kick coming towards the Cardinals. Perez doing everything he can on that play just to slow down Elliott's attack. Another substitution on the way for the Grizzlies. After this next out of bounds, because the free kick will be with the Cardinals. Cardinals taking their time, getting ready to set this free kick, maybe trying to shave a little time off this clock. Cross.
That's exactly what they're doing, Gavin.
Maybe pretend like you're having a little conversation, chat a little with the referee, shave minutes here and there. Most teams do it. Long ball sent into the corner. Georgia Lidis with control. Looks for something. Louisville up top. Sends it wide again. Looking to attack from the far sideline. Good defense there from Sebastian Nuzo. Nuzo sends it out.
Yeah, that's good recognition there.
Louisville throw-in will prevent the substitution. So still for the Grizzlies. Cardinals looking for something. Oakland trying to high press them. Good header won there by Nuzo. Up top to Hola. Nuzo. Clearance all the way out to Jones. Really not much he needs to do there, but the ball is won by Ketterman. Ketterman looks to keep control and takes down another Louisville attacker. A lot of aggressive fouls so far here in this these latter minutes. Just not a whole lot.
One thing I am noticing is how many different Oakland sports athletes are here to support their fellow sportsmen. You have Oakland softball, you have Oakland women's soccer, seen a few Oakland baseball players here, and then you got Blake Lampman.
Blake Lampman here supporting the squad, as always.
Yeah.
A few women's basketball players. Ball taken away by the Golden Grizzlies with possession, and not anymore. Ball taken away again. Louisville. Ketterman with the ball, knocked down. Free kick on the way for the Grizzlies.
It feels like they're not going to the ball as rapidly as we'd like them to.
It's said in soccer, you like to go to the ball for the pass, but it seems like the Grizzlies are just waiting for passes to come to them. And Louisville is very much capitalizing on those opportunities. The Cardinals in possession. In the midfield. Cardinals not a whole lot of action, a lot of switch. Ball is switched to the other side. Played in. Cardinals still in possession. Long ball over top. Easy one for Jurek as he lets it go out of bounds. 17 minutes left remaining in this second half. Score still 2-0 in favor of the Louisville Cardinals over the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Another substitution here, and coming out of the game is going to be Ville Ahola. Summing in is going to be Dylan Westmont for the Oakland Grizzlies. Seen a lot of Ahola this game. He's had quite a big impact. We'll see how the Grizzlies play with him coming out of the game. Ball taken away again by Louisville, and a play on taken away, and Louisville free kick right in the middle of the field, just in front of the Oakland Grizzlies logo. Cardinals taking their time, setting up. You can see a lot of Cardinals back right now. Not really looking to push the pace.
No.
6 players. There's 6 players closer to the ball than there is any Grizzlies players for the Cardinals. Not really taking any chances and making an easy turnover. Free kick taken, sent over top. Header, won by Sylvester. Out wide. Ball knocked down. Kedeman trying to do something with it. Cardinals retain possession again. Been a lot of possession for the Cardinals this whole entire half. We've seen a lot of Cardinals. Grizzlies not really having a lot of opportunities, and the opportunities they're getting, they're unfortunately kind of wasting in a lot of scenarios. Louisville brings the ball deep again, sent out wide. Level. Brings it back into the middle. Cardinals playing around with the ball a bit, just moving it, keeping the Grizzlies on their toes. Send back to Captain Jones. Josh Jones sends it wide again. Now back to Level. Level into the middle. Ball taken away by Bala. Possession there. Back to the Grizzlies. Chiokawa sends one through at the feet of Phillip. Phillip drops it off. Cross out to nothing. And it's taken away by Elliott. No one on the end of that pass. Another counterattack here for the Cardinals. And they slow it down and take it back the other direction.
There's a concept in basketball called help defense. Doesn't really seem like there's a lot of multiple defenders closing in on the attacker. Just feels like there's a lot of one-on-ones going on right now.
There's been a lot of just some Grizzlies just out of position in certain scenarios. The last play, just not really in the right spots to defend. Cardinals will take it up the far sideline again. Sebastian Uzo is beat, and it will roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Grizzlies trying to get something going.
Time is running out, and knowing Louisville, they're not going to make life easy on you if you score your first.
14 to go here in the second half.
They do say that your second goal is harder to score than your first, but you haven't even scored your first yet, so
Grizzlies got a long way to go.
Got a long way to go.
They got a long way to go.
They got a long way to go.
Juzo will take this goal kick. Long ball all the way over top. Elliott easily wins that header, leaping over Diego Perez. Louisville in control again. Damian Parker-John a little more in this game. Ball up top, sent up top for the Cardinals. Ball bounces up into the face of Jurek. Good save. Cardinals still in possession. Elliott cutting through, looking for something. Cross in. The ball is sent out by the Grizzlies defense. A little help there from Nuzo, trying to get that ball away from the defense. Ball throw-in for the Grizzlies.
Seems like Coach Boga's running the gamut with his players right now. He's been getting a lot of them good substituting minutes, and I guess that's kind of his goal right now, is just to get them all minutes in this game.
Kedeman on the attack, sends it wide. Chiokawa with the cross. He's taken down for a free kick just outside the 18. This would be a good opportunity here for the Grizzlies to counter, put something into the back of the net, try to bring them within one.
We talked about that bing that they need to do right now, and this could be a great starting point with this free kick.
On this free kick will be Grizzlies' Carson Bala. They send nearly everyone in the box Grizzlies. This is a must score here for the Golden Grizzlies. Everyone aside from 3. Fully stacking the box. Perez, the only defender back. Cross in. Header off the head of the Cardinals. Grizzlies retain possession. Shiwakawa sends one in. Headed out again by the Cardinals. Cardinals in full possession at the moment. Streaking down the sideline. Fantastic play there.
Yeah, I got a good angle on that one.
Ethan Subachin flies down the sideline. Sends it out wide. And another offsides call there. Oakland kind of catching a bone here on a lot of these offsides calls. They've saved them a few times there.
Now it's just a matter of capitalizing.
Looked like Ribasi had possible scoring opportunity, but it's taken away by the assistant referee. Grizzlies will send it wide. Back to Jurek. Jurek looking for something. Just not a lot of movement at all out of these Oakland players. 11 minutes to go in the second half. Sent out wide. Sylvester sends it back to Jurek. Jurek looking for the switch. Ball cut off by Cardinals. Jurek way out of his box now, looking for something. Shiwakawa comes back to help. Looks to send it wide. Brings it back. Way out of his box once again. Finn Jurek just looking for some sort of option. Sends that one far. Great header there. Noah Bickford sends that one up. Cardinals bring it down. Back again. Oakland sends it over top. Header won by the Cardinals. Ball brought down by Barker John. Barker John sends it wide. Back in. Back to the midfield. Cross. Looking to switch the field. Cardinals send it all the way over to the other end. Quinton Elliott with the ball. Elliott looking for something. Not a whole lot of pressure from the Grizzlies. Perez tries to do something. Sent out wide again. Louisville retreats out of the corner. Send it back. Back into the midfield. Wide open to Tafu on the other side. He gets the ball. Ball played in. Up top, coming across the middle. Open on the far side, cross for the Cardinals. Cardinals just outside the box. Cross it back the other way. Header sent backwards there, but unfortunately out of bounds for a corner kick. Subbing into the game for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies will be number 25, the freshman midfielder, Ali Jafar. The freshman seeing some minutes here in this game. Taking out Shiwakawa.
And coming in for the Louisville Cardinals is number 7, Brandon McManus, who has been an absolute phenom and a terror for the Louisville Cardinals this game. So that's probably a sign that they're looking to be more aggressive.
McManus getting his fresh set of legs, too. Getting a bit of a rest here as he comes back into the game. Louisville attacking in the box again. Jones on that one. Taken down, and Oakland's got a counter here. Oakland on the run. Slowed down. Crosses it. Oakland building something here. Rossi sends it wide. Over to Perez. Perez with Jafar on the far side. Looks to cross it. Ball taken away. Elliott. And the Cardinals will regain possession again.
Women's soccer players not happy with that one.
Yeah. You hear a little bit in the background. Just kick the ball, they say. So far, that hasn't looked to be too easy. Ball taken away. Kedeman finally gets it up top. Ball sent wide. Cross in. Kedeman up top. Outside of the foot. Ooh, shot just outside of the bar.
Missed opportunity there.
Beautiful.
Missed opportunity there.
Beautiful shot by Kedeman, but unfortunately, a beautiful shot that's almost a goal is not what we need right now. 8 minutes left in this game. Down 2-0. Kedeman, one of the goal scorers of this team. You got to put that one in.
Yeah.
Slow start here for the Cardinals. Taking off as much time as they can, not giving the Grizzlies a chance to get out of this game. Setting off, sends it all the way up to Tafu. Sends it out wide. Good read there. Grizzlies Noah Bickford picks that one off, but it's taken away by Louisville. Louisville on the attack again, and that one's sent in an easy tip-in goal for Damian Barker-John. Barker-John coming in for an easy one. Score now 3-0. Beautiful play there for the Cardinals to counter on the misplacement by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, now it's just they're just stretching the field and not letting Oakland get anything.
This game just about out of reach for the Cardinals, unfortunately, with 7:40 left in this half. Up 3-0. The Grizzlies really on their last breaths here. They're going to really need to make something happen if they're going to come back. But with 7:40 left in the game of soccer, unfortunately, 3 goals is very tough. See the crowd slightly dispersed here, kind of thinking the same thing that a lot of us are kind of thinking. This might be it. Grizzlies on the attack. Sylvester sends it up, taken away by the Cardinals.
Well, one thing I will say is I don't think that this game will deter Oakland from performing well later. I mean, this is just a completely outmatched opponent, and there's not really a lot you can do against a team that came into the season nationally ranked and overall has been a disappointment, dropping 52nd in the RPI. But, I mean, you now know what it's like to face really, really tough, good pacing competition. You can face Robert Morris. You can face Green Bay. You can end your Horizon League schedule on a really positive note because honestly, that's all that matters at this point.
Yes, this is. I agree to the fullest extent. This is a fantastic learning opportunity. I mean, the Golden Grizzlies, the Horizon League team facing a big ACC opponent. ACC known for their soccer, very strong division, and despite losing the game, it's not really going to affect their record in it won't affect their record in conference. So they could learn from this game a lot.
You and I have been a part of some pretty brutal broadcasts over the last couple of years, Gavin. I mean, we broadcasted last year. Oakland basketball hosted Oklahoma State, and that wasn't the prettiest of sights either. But again, it's a learning opportunity. The Big 12 is known for good basketball schools. Kansas, Texas A&M went to the national championship a few years ago. So, I mean, there's not much more you can take other than learning opportunities. And we know how Oakland kind of builds their programs. They build their programs and they condition their teams through really, really tough out-of-conference schedules. I mean, there's no cupcakes in Oakland men's soccer, Oakland baseball, Oakland basketball. They all face really tough opponents.
Well, there's a reason that the Grizzlies face Michigan State and Michigan almost every single year in soccer, and why the Grizzlies basketball face teams like Kansas sometimes at the beginning, or teams like Oklahoma State, as you said. Getting ready, playing these tougher opponents, it gets you ready for the season. It gets you ready for what really matters for the Oakland Grizzlies, which is the Horizon League. Winning the Horizon League is as important as it gets for the Grizzlies in all sports across Oakland University's campus.
There was going to be a game last year. Oakland was going to face Oklahoma on the road in Miami, Ohio. Oklahoma softball, if you don't know, only lost one game last year and won the College World Series. So you kind of know what that game was going to end up being. But Oakland ended up winning the Horizon League in the regular season. They unfortunately fell in the tournament, but their resolve led to their coach being hired by a Big Ten program. Look at Oakland baseball. They faced Kansas, they faced Texas, and they went to the Horizon League championship after losing some really, really good and gritty opponents.
And another goal here for the Louisville Cardinals. Fantastic shot there from forward Brandon McManus. As you said, subbed in earlier. You knew he was going to have an impact. Just a very good individual goal there for him.
Yeah, they were fresh legs.
Fresh legs. The Oakland's tired. I mean, it's cold. Him coming in the game puts the score at 4-0 now.
Yeah,
this one's just about out of reach.
Yeah.
Grizzlies, not much they can do at this point. Subbing out most of their starters, bringing in some fresh legs. As we said, it's very cold out here. Very brisk night. Auburn Hills, Michigan can get very cold at this time of year.
Absolutely.
So no need for the risk of injuries.
Yeah, you know better than I do. You live here, so
it's a very, very cold time at the moment for the Grizzlies. They'll reset, sending it all the way back to Townsend. Townsend sends it up.
Well, like I said,
again.
This broadcast shouldn't be so morose. I mean, you take a look at it. This doesn't affect their points at all. Mm-hmm. This is just a learning opportunity. It's an L in the overall column, but you got to take this as, just another chip on the shoulder of like, okay, well, we lost to Louisville. That will not happen again, and we're going to inflict that pain that we feel from losing to Louisville on you, Robert Morris, on you, Green Bay, and on you, Detroit Mercy.
I mean, winning 3 of the last 4 is fantastic, and I mean, tack a loss on there, it's not a huge deal. 3-2 in the last 5 games is a pretty good record, especially
That's a pretty good record.
when some of the teams you're facing are like Louisville. Just before that small streak they're on, they faced Michigan State, they faced U of M. So these group of games we've had in the past month are going to be very impactful for the Grizzlies. It's going to be a lot of learning experience, and as you said, you have one of our main goal scorers is freshman Ketterman. I mean, this is a guy who's coming in for the first time. He's looking to. I mean, he's looking to try to make an impact.
Ketterman's a grad student.
I'm way wrong on that one. Sorry about that, folks.
Complete other end of the spectrum there.
Complete other end of the spectrum. I take that back completely. Despite that, a good learning experience for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the broadcast with John Klass when we saw that Northern Kentucky game, and unlike this game, that game actually hurt their chances to go forward in the Horizon League, and it still hurts. I mean, it's Northern Kentucky's only Horizon League win. I believe it's their only win of the season thus far. So, kind of a stain on the record to be the only team that loses to Northern Kentucky. I
mean, and take away a game like that. Let's say it wasn't the greatest performance for the Grizzlies. It was an off night. You take away that performance. The Grizzlies sit at, not counting that game, sit at 4-1 in the Horizon League. They're 4-2 currently. That's obviously not going to change. This is an out-of-conference game. So this doesn't really affect their conference at all. So the Grizzlies, there's not much to learn. It's kind of like you can say there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you either win the game and you show that you can compete with an ACC team, or you don't and you learn. And that's not such a big deal. They can take this knowledge they've learned. They can take playing against a guy like Damian Barker-John, who has had a huge impact, playing against a forward that has that type of speed. They can take that knowledge and take that into the Horizon League.
Those triple-name guys, man. We had John Michael Wright for Oklahoma State. We had Damian Barker-John for Louisville. I mean, can't really escape the 3-name terrors.
Yeah, Barker-John has had a huge impact so far this game. His speed has been
unbelievable.
Incredible. His short stature, too, helps him slice through defenders. There's not much the Grizzlies have been able to do to stop someone like him.
No.
We're closing it, Mark, here in this half. In the game, I should say. Score still 4-0 in favor of the Louisville Cardinals. Goal kick will be taken by Finn Jurek.
Honestly, it's a testament to Finn Jurek, man, being in that. It was an off night, and you just continued to be abused by Louisville. They peppered 13 shots on you. I mean, that's not easy to do, and it takes a lot of resolve.
A few good saves on the night, too, from Jurek. I mean,
of course,
he had a few good saves, but I think one of the biggest things being those 13 shots on net. I mean, that's very good for learning as a goalkeeper.
It just wasn't enough. He just didn't have enough of an impact on this game. I think it just came down to really, really bad touches. A few calls didn't go your way, and that completely shifted your momentum. And I mean, that's with discrediting how good Louisville has played. You can't really say too many bad things about the way the Cardinals played tonight.
Yeah, and there hasn't been all negatives against the Grizzlies. Yeah. The Cardinals are a fantastic soccer program. An ACC team like this, as this game finally does come to a close at 4-0. I mean, a team like this for Louisville doesn't mean much. For the Grizzlies, it doesn't mean much either, though. So, at the end of the day, it's not a horrible game for the Grizzlies, and they'll bounce back from this.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a challenge. They face Robert Morris next. They just got to continue to get around Robert Morris's defense. They're one of the best in the league. They got to continue to almost play. They're playing a game ahead of both, so they got to continue that pace, and they just got to continue to pester the box and feed Ketterman, and hopefully Owen Smith can come back and hopefully make an impact for this team as they close out their season.
Yes, and as this game comes to a close, we like to thank you all. Thank you. I'm Gavin Smilowski, play-by-play with Harjun Buttar as your color. Thank you all for tuning in to 88.3 FM WXOU, your home for Oakland's Grizzly Sports, and have a good night.
You're listening to Golden Grizzly Soccer on 88.3 FM WXOU.
Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Grizzlies post-game show right here on 88.3 FM WXOU, Auburn Hills, Michigan, Oakland University. My name is Giovanni Moceri, here for studio as the Golden Grizzlies finish up a game with the Louisville Cardinals, ending with a Cardinals win 4-0 against the Golden Grizzlies. This game was a tough one against a tough opponent, and the Golden Grizzlies were simply overwhelmed on offense. Let's go through the stats here on WXOU. Score was 4-0 Cardinals win. That came with 5 assists as well. Louisville had 17 shots in the game, and 8 of them were shots on goal. Oakland only had 7 shots, 3 of them being on goal. Cardinals had 2 corners to Oakland's none, and they played a much cleaner game with 8 fouls compared to Oakland's 14. But they were called on offsides 3 times. Looking to the goal scorers of the game, all of them being Louisville. Scored in the first half in the 38th minute was Damian Parker-John, assisted by Parker Forbes. Then we go to the second half in the 51st minute. The Cardinals scored once again. And then the 82nd minute, 85th minute as well for your 4-0 victory for the Louisville Cardinals. Looking to the future for the Golden Grizzlies. They move on to play on the road in the Horizon League to finish out their season against RMU on Saturday the 21st. That game is at noon. And then on Green Bay, Saturday the 28th. That game is at 2 p.m. And then to finish up the Horizon League season, they come back home on a Wednesday at 2 p.m. game on ESPN Plus against Detroit Mercy for the blackout game. And that is going to be leading the Golden Grizzlies into the Horizon League tournament. That starts November 6th on a Monday. That will be hosted by the higher seeding team in the Horizon League. Looking now to Louisville. They will be moving on to face ACC rival North Carolina on October 22nd, Sunday at 5. And then later Wake Forest, Friday the 27th at 7 p.m. to finish out their ACC conference schedule. And as for records, the Louisville Cardinals, they now exit the game with a 9-3-2 overall record. With the Golden Grizzlies, they finish with a 5-7-2 overall record. We thank you for tuning in to WXOU Sports for this coverage of men's soccer against the Louisville Cardinals. We will see you the next game here on WXOU. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter for all the news on upcoming broadcasts.